It's your girl Uniquely Destiny. Come on in, have a seat. Let's get to business, okay? So today we're gonna be doing some duck nails that I got off of Shein. So here is the duck nail shape and size. So of course it's duck nails, so these are short. So we're gonna go ahead and just get started. I did go ahead and draw out my nails. But don't quote them because they could change. They're subject to change. So this is how we're starting, and then I always show you how I'm finishing. So first things first, we're going to start with our Meter Cross and Rosalind. We're going to be using our Nora White from off of Amazon, Exagi from off of Shein, Burano from off of Amazon. We have some jewels here as well. I don't know if you all can see them, but we have a few jewels here, and we're going to just go ahead and get started. All right, so first things first, I'm going to start off with a base coat of Meter Cross 821. This is their like deeper pink color, I guess. So we're going to go in with this color for this nail um, as well as the middle nail. So we will be doing some lips today. We'll be doing 3D lips. And then we're going to also be doing a junk nail as well. So you'll need whatever nude you want to use. You will need some black. You'll need whatever colors you use to make your cheetah print nail. And also you're going to need some red because we're going to go in with red lips today, okay? Like I said, today we're going to be doing some duck nails. Very easy. You should be able to do this fairly easy. After we pop this into the nail lamp, I'll go ahead and show you all the nail 3D glue gel that I'll be using. So I'm going to be going in with my Nor Black that we got off of Amazon. This will be the base coat for this pointer finger, and we're going to go in and we're actually going to junk this nail. So, and then we're also going to be sponging this nail with just a little bit of white, nothing too crazy. Like I said, this set should be really easy to do. You're just going to, add the colors that you want and then go from there. So we are going to be using our Exagi 101. Now, I did use this nail set in our short freestyle nail set before. So here's what the color is looking like. So it's like a little honey yellow. It's like a translucent yellow. So we're going to go in with that. And so this is what it's giving. Like a clear one of those glass house looks. And then we're going to go in with our last one being red. Now I am going to be adding some stars to this nail here, and I will be using my liner brush to brush the nail for this nail. So that being said, you can put this on your palette and use those extra brushes that you may have laying around to apply this color to your nail if you like. However, comma.org, you can definitely just go ahead and use that liner brush, okay? So it's solely up to you however you want to apply it, but just make sure you're going from sidewall to sidewall, getting the cuticle area, making it nice and evenly coated just as you would if you were using a regular gel brush, okay? So there's that, and then I'll show you what all we're going to be using. So here's the first coat of everything here. So here's the first coat, and then I'm going to be curing on about 70 seconds today. So we're just going to pop that into the nail lamp and keep moving on. So here are the colors here. Nor Black, Meter Cross. This is their 7 milliliter bottle here. Here is Rosalind White, number 1. And then Exagi 101, which is what we're using now, this color. And then Exagi 103, which will be this darker charcoal color here. You can get these off of Shein. Um, they do still have the two in a set for $5 and something. Then we have our Burano Red number 4. You get this in a set of 5 off of Amazon for, I do believe, like $9. All right, so we're also going to be using the Meter Cross white solid gel. So it looks like this. I have gone in and already, sculpted out the teeth and the lips that we're going to be doing today. And so, of course, you all have always seen me use this Macard solid nail glue. It's just clear. And then we're going to go in with this Meter Cross. I have some jewels here. I have some butterflies that I might choose between. I have some roses that I might choose between. And then I also have a chain and a blow pop that we'll put in the lips, okay? So just a few things that we're going to be using today. You don't have to go in with as many jewels if you don't like, but this is what I'm using. And if you want to try this nail set, please feel free to do so, as always, okay? All right, we're going to go in with this second coat of the Meter Cross 821. 7 milliliter bottle. I looked on there last night on Shein, and they actually still have this color in the set that I got, but the set did go up to $6. So when I first purchased this color, this brand in a set of 6, it was only $3. I went on there last night, and well, they're $6 for 6. So you're basically paying $1 for each one. So just so you know that the price did go up. But I do know that a lot of these brands are having their Mother's Day sale. Shout out to all the mothers around the world. Happy early Mother's Day to you all. Whether you're a parent, a dog parent, foster parent, you matter, okay? Um, so shout out to everyone, okay, out there. All right, so 6 for 6, 6 for 6, and yeah. So we're going to put that to the back because we're actually done using that color for now. We're going to go in with our Nor White. And I looked on Amazon. They actually have the white and the black set. Remember I told y'all I bought this in a set of 2, the white and black in a set of 2 for $4.99, where they went up to $6.99 on Amazon. So those are a few updates. So I'll just make sure that I keep you all updated if there's a price change on anything that I'm using or anything, just so you all know, and you can expect it once you go on these platforms, okay? All right, we're also going to set that to the back. We're going to go ahead and move into our next color, which is this 101. Like I said, you can get this in a set of 2. This is a duck nail. Hey, cotton picker. This is a duck nail. And that's just the shape that it comes in. So you can get them in short like this, or you can get longer duck nails. That's just the shape that, it's just the shape they come in. And these are full tip nails. So you can get them full tip like this, or you can do half tip if you're going to be applying them to your hand and applying acrylic or poly gel. It's up to you. But yeah, that's a shape. That's a shape. It's just how they come, child. All right, so we're gonna go in and put our second coat, and then once this comes out of the nail lamp, we're gonna go ahead and design the nail. So I showed you all before a lot of you all came in the design I came up with today. Is very easy. Like I said, it shouldn't be too hard. The longest part that you might spend your time on is the molding piece, but if you already molded out the white and the clear for your teeth and your lips, you should be good to go. You should be good to go, okay? All right. So I'll show you all that design as this goes ahead and cures. Okay, so this is the second coat that we have here. Thank you all for the likes so much. I do appreciate y'all so kindly. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and pull everything that we've used to the back, and then we're gonna bring everything else to the front. Okay, that just helps keep everything nice and flowing. So this is not a duck nail shape, child. Okay, so don't come for me. Okay, but this is what I came up with. So we're gonna do some lips with some gold on the teeth, and then we're going to do a junk nail. That's why I scribbled this out, because I didn't know what I was really wanting to do. We're gonna do a French tip This is the first nail. So we're going to do a French tip. We're going to do a junk nail. We're going to do the middle nail with red lips and then gold, some gold teeth. Then this one right here will be the cheetah print nail. And then this one right here will just be fully white with black stars, okay? Here are the stars that we're using today. We're going to be using these stickers. We're also going to be going in and using our handy dandy jewels here. We're going to use these caviar beads to do the teeth, to make the gold accent on the teeth. And then we're also going to be going in with, like I said, some roses. And we'll go from there. So without further ado, we're going to just keep rolling on. Now, you will need a molding, you will need your molding jewel. Okay, you'll need this here, and you will need your sponge. Okay, so you'll need your sponge. Okay, you'll also need your palette. So you'll need all three of these so that you can make sure that you get everything nice and pristine. All right, so we're going to just go ahead and start with the first nail. This first nail is going to be white with a red bloom or a red, just some little red accents on it. You can do your French, as always, have, like I tell y'all, you can do them however you want to. I'm going to start mine like so and then work my way up to getting that French, that smile line nice and even, okay? All righty, so we won't do a big old French, but we'll keep it about right there and go in with our liner brush. So I'm going to be using my white French, hold on, y'all. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to show y'all something. So I also have these two. So if all else fails, please make sure that you have enough liner brushes. You see this gel liner brush? I got all 10 of these off of Amazon for a whopping, I think, $8 at the time, y'all. So very cheap. So they have all these colors here, and then they have all these colors here, okay? This color here is just black, so you didn't get to see that. But so we're going to actually do this to make our smile line. This is the Jodson brand. So we're going to go ahead and make that white. This is the white, what the white is giving. Make sure that your brushes are nice and even. They don't have any like little strags, just so you can get that smile line that much more even as possible, okay? All right, so here we go. So I'm going to go about, and as you can see, these are two different whites. So yeah, we might have to do it like that. We're going to have to fill it in, y'all. And this is a very pigmented white, like very, very white. It's giving white, 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 white. So we're going to go there. All right. So here we go. We're going to just make sure we filled everything in. Make sure everything is looking nice and right. I'm going to zoom in so y'all can see it a little better and go from there. So now I'm just going from the smile line and just filling everything in, okay? Like I said, I know some people do their French tips totally different. I show you all the methods that I use. You can do the corners first, then draw. It's solely up to you. So I am going to take a little bit of this off just so I can get it nice and right. So I'm going to go in with my tool here and I'm going to just take off just a little bit, just so it's not so French. You know what I'm saying? Um, and then we're going to let this be. So this wipe I'm using is just a little nail wipe. It's just a little lint-free nail wipe, so nothing too crazy. And you can also get these off of Shein as well, okay? Alrighty, so I'm gonna go in and just fix that smile line, and then we're going to move on, okay? We're gonna move on because I think I'm gonna be pretty satisfied with how that is looking, okay? All right, so I'm gonna turn it this way, and then we're going to just clean up this smile line. Okay. And then this is where these tools come into play. Just take off what you don't need. It's a little bit right about here that I'm seeing that I don't need, and I'm going to just keep going on, okay? All right. So once it's taken off, once that is taken off, then you just move on, okay? All right. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to let it rock like so, and then we're going to move on, okay? Yeah, I think that's pretty low, like a high low, like I want it. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to our nail here, and we're going to go ahead and bloom this with our Exage bloom. Here is the bloom polish that I always use here. So we're going to go ahead and bloom this nail, and then we're going to do our little, design. So I'm going to do pretty much everything, and then we're going to do the lips last, the lips and junk in the nail last, okay? All righty. So once you have that bloom polish on there nice and evenly, I'm seeing something right here that I didn't quite get. Once you have it on there nice and evenly, then you're going to literally go in with your second color, okay? Whatever color you choose. Okay, so I'm going to be going in with Exage 103. Exage 103, okay? I'm going to take my palette here, and I'm just going to place it a little bit right there, okay? Because we'll be going in with that color with our dotting tool in just a second, okay? Now, as always, use whatever you got to get what you want. So if you only got a tool like this, use this tool as your dotting tool. However, go in with your dotting tool. I'm going to be going in with this one right here. It's a little larger than what I want, but it's okay. We're going to make it work, okay? So we're going to go ahead and take our dotting tool. Just place it on there however you want your color to show up on there. If you want it in circles, if you want it going across, it's totally up to you, okay? Totally up to you. However, we're just going to go in with some dots like so and just let the bloom do what it does, honestly. So I'm going with smaller dots, just making sure mostly every little area gets a little bit of this color on there. And then once it starts to spread, then you should be able to, see it fairly easy. But if you need to go in with a second coat, feel free to go in with the second coat, okay? You just need to make sure this is fully dried before you go in with that second coat. Or at least I do. Like I always tell y'all, if you want a more professional look or opinion or easier, tutorial, then definitely visit those professional pages. These are beginner friendly for us that are just out here, not trying to pay $150 for some nails, and we can just do it ourselves. So, hey, these are for the girlies, okay? All right, moving on. So, once you have that on there, I'm just going in to give it a more pigmented look, and then I'll move on. Okay. All right, y'all. So once you're satisfied with however it is looking, then just go ahead and pop it in the nail lamp. I'm going to go ahead and just leave it as like this and just keep it flowing, okay? All righty, y'all. I think I'm pretty good there. I think I'm pretty good there, okay? All right, so I'm gonna pop this in the nail lamp and we're gonna keep moving on because I don't want it to do too much, but just enough. You know what I'm saying? Just enough. All right, we got that white there. All right, for the second coat, we're gonna go ahead and do the second coat of this white. Um, and then this is your time to make sure that you are perfecting. You should perfect the smile line, your first go round, but and no, your audio did not go out. Y'all know sometimes I just have to be quiet. But your second time going in should be where you're, just making it that much more crisp and succinct to the nail. Okay. All righty, lovely. So once you go in and fill everything in, that's essentially it. We're going to go in and we're going to do some red little lines on this nail to make everything pop with the lips that we're going to do. And then we're going to go from there. As always, I do appreciate y'all for liking the video. Just a form of thanks. Easy way, free way for you all to show support. I do appreciate y'all. And as I always say, y'all could be anywhere in the world, but you what? You're here with me, honey. So thank you for that. Thank you. I don't know if, you know, I don't know if y'all get thanked, like that, but yes, y'all could be anywhere, but you're here with me. All right, so y'all see how we got these little, well, we got some cleaning up to do there. So then I'm going to go ahead and take my little tool here and I'm just going to clean that up, okay? Because you don't want any little mishaps right here in that nail. You want this to be fully, you know, a French tip nail that ain't got all that extra on it, okay? So then I'm going to take this tool and we're going to clean it up. So if you see something, just fix it right then and there, okay? That's the best way to make sure that you're giving it your best and giving it your all in what you're doing, okay? Just being that much more observant to your craft, you know what I'm saying? So we're cleaning this up here. And then I took a little bit off right here on the side, so I'm just gonna go in with literally the smallest little bit here. Okay. I still went over that smile line. So we're going to clean that up and be done. So there we go. We're pretty good there. All right. And once you have cleaned up that smile line, just go ahead and pop it back in the lamp. Okay. All righty. So this is how that nail turned out. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. This is going to make it pop on its own. Alrighty. So next we're going to flip because we going to, use every little inch we have of our sponge. We're going to flip our sponge and we're actually going to use our sponge for white. Okay. So here is the Nor white that we're going to be, excuse me. I don't know why I be getting these random hiccups, y'all. So I do apologize. All right, so I'm just putting a little bit of this white on my palette. My little sponge came off. So they also have these on Amazon, I mean on Shein as well. And right now they have a Mother's Day sale for like $1.50 where you get this tool and you get 100 of these sponges. So, but if you want, if you don't want to wait for a Shein shipment to come, then you probably want to just go ahead and order from Amazon. It might be a little pricier, but yeah, just letting you know, Shein has their sale going right now. All right. So I'm just going in and sponging this nail like so. And this is why I say like this nail set can be done by just about anyone. Because it's nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy at all. Okay. All right. So once you've sponged it how you want it, then you're going to pop it in the nail lamp. Okay. Pop it in the nail lamp. Okay. So this is how my sponge is going to be looking. Okay. All right. So this is how the sponge is going to look for me. Okay. All righty. Okay. So once that comes out of the nail lamp, we'll go in and we'll do a second coat there. For this nail here, like I said, we're going to go ahead and just add our stars here to the last nail. So I got these off of Shein as well. So as always, you can use your nippers or you can use your fingers, whichever one works best for you. So here are my two stars. I want them kind of different, right? So I got them right there. Alrighty. In the meantime, in between time, it's time to let her cook with these doggone lips, okay? With these lips. Now it's time to get to it. Let's get down. Let's get down to business. All right. So as you can see, I already sculpted out my teeth or the white for my teeth. So I'm just going to take this off, go back in and form these into a little ball and then roll it out. Okay. And you're going to make them as big, small, little as you want them to be. It's totally up to you. But I'm just going to make it long enough for sidewall to sidewall. So I think I'm going to do my teeth like so. All right, so then you're going to take your handy dandy tool, flatten everything out, or however you do your teeth. Okay, but this is how I'm going to do mine. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm going to do mine like this, and like this. Okay, and then we're just going to form everything. Um, Make them look like teeth, of course. So here they are. Here's the top. All right, so now I'm going to take the bottom and they should be done about the same. So I start with the little ball and then I roll it out as evenly as I can. Okay. And so it should again be sidewall to sidewall, however you like. Okay. The sidewall, the sidewall. Make sure you got a little gap in there for the actual mouth. Okay. All right. So now you take your tool and do the exact same thing. Okay. Now, if you want a more professional look, as always, professional POV, go visit Nailed by Portia, Nailed by Key, RX Nails. Um, yeah, anybody you want to look at. Nails by Dale, if you want that. Uh, Nail by Trish. Um, yeah. So, but like I said, these should fairly be. These are done fairly the same. Okay. All right. So what you want to do is just make sure everything is nice and right on there. Because at the end of the day, your lips are going to go over these teeth anyway. However, you have to make sure that everything is in its place. Okay? All right, so here are my teeth. Hold on, y'all. Here are my teeth for my set. And then I'll go in with red in the middle. Okay, so here are my teeth. Okay. I'm going to pop them in the nail lamp. While those are in the lamp, we're going to go ahead and go back in. So you can multitask. Try to multitask if you can, okay? If you can't, well, you just can't, okay? I'm going in with some white. And like I said, we're going to be blinging this nail out. But I want to do like a white, like a little um, spongy nail look under there for our nail. Alrighty. Okay. So, is this some more coffee? Huh? Oh, okay. Yeah. You mind fixing it? Here you go. We're warming it. You can warm this up and then add that to it. Thank you. All right. So we got that nice and sponge. Make sure you have it sponge however you want it, and take off whatever you don't. Okay. So these tools come in handy. Okay. See, you can just wipe it off. Make it as even as you want. Don't beat yourself up if at first you're not getting it down however you want it. It's okay, y'all. It really is. You have time to learn and get accustomed to the feel of things as you continue to practice. All right, so here are our teeth. All right, so for the lips, I'm going to show you. I already sculpted out our Macart clear gel. Macart clear gel. So I take that, roll it in a ball, and then I go in and put the lips. So these are going to be some luscious lips. In my community, we have some pretty full lips. So we're going to go ahead and just make these full, nice and luscious and lumptuous, um, as they should be, you know. So you're going to take your tool and you're going to use your flatter side and you're just going to form it to however you want your lips to be. Thank you. Huh? Let's see. Mm. Mm. All right. Damn. All right. So then I'm just gonna put a little curvage in there. Okay. So I'm gonna give it a little dip, just something like a little dip, like a little dip. Okay. And then once you have the top lip on, go ahead and cure it and then move on to your bottom lip. Okay. Now you can cover that side tooth as much as you like, okay? As much as you like. However, comma. Don't cover hi, Miss Tara. I know that's right. I hope you're having a good day at work and you eating some good lunch. Or have eaten some good lunch. Yeah, be sure to go follow Miss Tara, okay? All right, so I'm gonna pop that into the nail lamp, okay? And I do that just so I'm not, my lips aren't getting messed up or I'm not, not getting bent out of shape if the shape isn't right or, I'm just trying to be more precautious, okay? So I think what I'm going to do for this nail, I'm going to give it a little chain in the middle and then we're going to so something like so. And then I'm going to add a um or maybe I should add my what's it called? Butterfly and then my cherries. Okay. So here we go. Y'all ready for the bottom part? Oh, they don't go there. So I gotta take this bottom piece, same cart, clear clear gel. Nah, for real, for real, Miss Star. All right, so my hands, I don't know why they get a little sweaty when I get to molding this clay or this stuff right here. But sometimes it does. I don't know why, y'all. But okay, so you're gonna roll it into a ball. I always start with a ball first, right? Before I actually roll it out. That's just my method. You don't have to, but yeah, hold on, yeah, I gotta make sure my hands dry. All right, so roll it into a ball like so, and then flatten it. That's good. Then we're gonna go in and make these lips even more voluptuous. All right. So now you're going to just keep working with the bottom lip and you're going to bring it all the way, roll it all the way over until you get it nice and up, however you like. Okay. And like I said, that side tooth is going to be covered. So if you're looking at it and you're like, oh my God, it's covering my tooth. Well, yeah, our lip cover. That's what our lip does, you know? So I'm going to go in. I need to make sure that this is not as I don't want any extraness going on here. So what I'm doing is I'm taking my lint-free wipe and just wiping off the tooth because it kind of has a little bit of this white. I mean, a little bit of this clear McCart. What's it call it on it? Residue, and I don't want that. So, anywho, so I'm just gonna form the lips however I want them to be. You can go up a little more if you want them to seem like they're biting their lip. I mean, it's biting its lip or whatever. Whatever you want to go, whatever you want to do. But that's not the look I'm going for. I'm just looking for like simple look, and then we're gonna go in and make sure that these lips are nice red and plump. You know. So I'm just making sure everything is nice and right. All right. And And so take your time. You can do this. This ain't hard, okay? This ain't hard at all. All right, so this how the bottom lip is looking. Okay, just like a little mouth. Okay. All righty, so we're gonna go ahead and just pop that into the nail lamp, and then we're going to go ahead and I'm gonna start with my junking this nail. So I'm gonna go in with my Macart rhinestone glue. I want the butterfly. I know that I want the butterfly right here. So I'm going to go ahead and just put a little bit of rhinestone glue there. Oh, no. No. Kind of got a little white on there, y'all. That's all. All right. So here is the butterfly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and flash cure this butterfly in place. And if you have a flash cure, then go ahead and pull that out as well, because you'll definitely need it for this part here. Flash cure for a few seconds, and then there we go. So my butterfly is on there, okay? And then I'm going to go back over here. And then let me see how I want to do this chain ordeal. Yeah, I know I have to do it up. I have to do it up, honey. Because at the end of the day, I want that's why it's important for me to go ahead and place my jewels how I want them on there. Because then I think my chain will go through like so. Yeah, that's how we're going to do it. We're going to pull a chain right through there, okay? So next I'm going to go ahead and place my cherries here. I'm going to flash cure it for a few seconds. Or you can pop it into your big nail lamp. It's totally up to you however you want to, cure the nail. But if you have a flash cure right beside you and, you can save some time, go ahead and just do it this way. Knock it out the way, okay? Knock it out the paint, okay? I do appreciate all the likes, subscriptions, and everything, y'all. Y'all are so kind. And a bunch of those. All right. Shooty patootie. All righty. Okay, so that's how that nail is looking thus far. Now, we're going to go in and I'm going to actually chain it right through here. I want to put a chain right through here, and then we're going to fill it in with some more stuff, okay? Now, this is where I say, like, you all can make your, you can accessorize your nails as much as you like, okay? As much as you like, okay? Now, what I'm going to do to nip off this chain here is I'm going to take these nail nippers and we're going to just nip it off, okay? Hopefully it's not too short. So we're going to put that back on there to see if it's nice and right. And it works, okay? So now I'm going to take my, now I'm going to take my, hold on, y'all, I saw something. I had to go ahead and fix it. A little bit of my doggone sponge came off. We can't have that, child. We cannot have that, honey. All right, so we're going to go ahead and place our glue on here. So you're going to go from this side of the nail, from the tip through the middle, okay, all the way up to the next side, okay, like so, okay. Then you're going to take your chain, and you don't even necessarily have to do it in red and gold. But it's just something about red and gold that I'm just, I just like so much. I'm gonna give it a little wiggle. 'Cause I don't want it too perfect. I want it like a little curvage and stuff and things, but it looks like it's still gonna be a little straight. It's okay. We'll just do it like that. So we'll go in and do it like so. Okay? And then we're going to flash cure this for a few seconds and move on. Now you can continue to add on whatever you want to add. Like I said, I'm gonna go in with a um rose, some more gold jewels. I did have a rose on here, a gold rose, uh, on here, but I ain't put it on there. I guess I could put it right here if I want to, but here is the gold rose right here, um, that I was going to use for it. So I was gonna put it kind of like over here somewhere, but then I feel like I'll be forcing stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to force nothing on these nails. I want them to naturally flow. So there's the rose that I was going to use, okay? However, in the meantime, in between time, I will be using these little roses here, okay? So I'll show you what those roses look like. So I will be using these little small roses right here. I got these off of Shein as well, okay? And then we'll go in, we'll put one right there. We might put one over here, and then we'll add some more jewels on here, and just keep going like so. All right, but we'll come right back to that because we got other stuff to do, right? So now I'm gonna take my red polish here, and then I'm literally just gonna draw some lines. Okay, so I'm gonna start. Let's start here. Actually, we'll just make these some prints. How about that? Because my line work is, whew, child, I don't know what's going on today. But we'll just make these some little stripes. How about that? We'll make them some red stripes. So what I tell y'all all the time, pivot. If you have to, it's okay. Pivot. Who gonna check you? Who gonna check you, boo? Nobody. Nobody. Nobody, baby. Hold on, y'all. This ain't my best. I ain't even gonna do that to y'all. Let me give it my best. Okay? Do you prefer seeing Shein or Timu? I prefer Shein if I'm being honest. Timu though, they do have some stuff that Shein like okay, for example, I was on Shein last night looking for like how to customize um a certain nail thing that I'm trying to get. And Sh- Shein don't have it, but Temu got a lot of options for what I'm looking for. So I guess it just depends. However, when I first started, y'all remember me first starting out, I used to shop on Temu a lot. So I like got um a lot of my beginner jewels off of Shein, you know, I mean, off of Temu. So I guess it just all depends on what you're looking for, you know. So yeah, um, but that's just me. I prefer Shein, you know. But I know people have their preference, you know. Y'all gonna see me get up in a second because my foot went to sleep. I don't know why it went to sleep on me. Me too. They deliver to P.O. Box 10. It depends on what you order. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, see, I don't know. It's just Shein. I don't know. I just had a better experience with Shein too. Temu, like I read something about them, but I'm like, I feel like Shein do the same thing. But I read something about Temu where they was like sharing information or something like that, like your information or something. I was like, well, I think they all do that. I ain't trying to scare nobody or nothing, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like everything now is a breach. Everything now got a breach. So, but also too, Timu, like sometimes when I'm ordering through like GoFo, you know, like they deliver through like GoFo or what's the other delivery company they go through? Dang, is one more. It's one more company that they go through, but and it seemed like they never can find my place. So I just like, okay, I'm going over here to Shein, and I ain't had no problem since. Honestly, I ain't had no problem since. So that's another thing there. Alright, don't worry, y'all. This one ain't gonna be as thick because that one is a little thick. Or maybe I do like thick because y'all know I like indifferent. Indifferent me. Indifferent me. Make it a rarity. Make it look good, you know? So, yeah, we're gonna have to take a little bit of that off. All right. But yeah, Timu, don't get me wrong. Timu, if you start out like Timu or Shein though, like a lot of my stuff comes nowadays come from off of Shein, like I said. Like I ain't had no problems out of Shein. Shein give me no problems except for one time. And it's the companies, some of the companies that they be, partnering with or whatever that sometimes give you a little havoc, but that's why I go on if this might help someone. But you know how they deliver through some of those international companies like GoFo or whatever. I would say go on there and upload a picture of your door or your area so that the drivers know exactly what your door or your area looks like. Just in case they have like, you know, sometimes they shouldn't even have problems finding your area. But ever since I've done that too, chef's kiss, chef's kiss. Like I ain't had no more problems with Shein. So that's one thing. You know what I'm saying? So just that's just something. I'm just looking at this to see if I like it, y'all. I'm gonna let it flow. Let it flow. Let it flow. I ain't gonna think about it anymore. Okay? Cause girl, what? All right, now we'll extend this one right here. All right. So there we go. And then well, I feel like then I have to extend this one. All right. There we go, y'all. There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna pop this into the nail lamp, and then we're gonna keep going. Okay. All righty. Now, in the meantime, in between time, let's make our lips voluptuous. So I'm just gonna go over this right here with my red lipstick and stuff and things. Now, you want to make sure that you have a liner brush for this part. What about AliExpress or Alibaba? Now, I order hair from Alibaba and they don't give me no problems. AliExpress, same thing, but I haven't ordered off of there in a while. Alibaba, they have some stuff that AliExpress have, mainly everything that AliExpress have, but caveat, there are some things that I definitely have found that Alibaba has more of than AliExpress, if that makes sense. So I guess it just all depends, which company works for you, in your area, because that's a big thing. Because I can only imagine you ordering through a company and child, they don't deliver your stuff to you. Um, but then you go through another company, like I say, and you don't got no problems. So. But yeah, I like both of them though, honestly. I used to order hair all the time from AliExpress, but Alibaba is I don't know. She that girl right now. Okay. Hair. Yeah, I order hair. Like if I want to wear a wig or something, then I wear that, which y'all rarely see me in wigs or anything. But I got some hair in there that I get off of that I got off of Alibaba. And it's good quality too. Grade A. Good stuff. Good stuff. Better than what you would get in the hair store. Even though most of their stuff come from those companies and stuff too, but sometimes it just feel like it's a little cheaper. You can get some like 250 density hair for a little or nothing. 180 density hair for a little or nothing. You know? I mean, if you don't care about the density, then I mean that's fine too. But you know, I want it to look, like how you wear your hair natural, Miss Tara. Like it looks natural versus it not looking so natural. All right, y'all. I'm just getting the lips going under the lip right here and just making sure I'm taking my time so nothing is getting on those teeth. Okay? So just take your time and you got it. Oh yeah, they got some good stuff. You should try it out if you want to. And like I said, reasonable prices. Reasonable prices. That's the thing. Like honestly, you get the same. The TikTok shop, they still probably come off of there too. Um, but yeah, they got some good prices on Alibaba and AliExpress. All right, y'all. So I'm just getting this lip colored in nice and bright. And then we'll go in and clean up any area that like we got a little bit of red on there. We'll clean that up in just a second, okay? But you want to make sure that you are getting the full parameter of the lip so that it flows, okay? So then you're going to take your handy dandy tool like so, and you're just going to clean it up, okay? Don't beat yourself up about it. Mistakes bound to happen, and what I always tell y'all is if you making mistakes, baby, you're elevating, you're growing, you are doing everything that you are supposed to do. We mess up and we keep going, okay? Mess up and we keep going. It should not be a deterrent. It shouldn't be a deterrent, but it should be it should be even more motivation to say, I think I want to do this better. I know I can do this better. You know what I'm saying? And just go for it. All right. So I'm gonna show y'all what everything looks like up on this top lip, cleaned up, and then we're going to move on to our bottom lip, and then we're gonna bling out the teeth. Okay. So that's the top lip. I'm gonna go ahead and pop that into the nail lamp. All right. In the meantime, we'll go ahead and add our rose. So I'm gonna be going in with my lighter red rose because I got maroon and then I got this color red. So all right, well, we're back. My bad about that. We went out, but we're back now. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just I'm going to go ahead and place the rose right here just so I can make sure everything is looking nice and right. Okay, so up close, it should be fairly, it should flow for the most part. Okay, so I'm going to be adding my handy dandy rose there, and then I'm going to go ahead and cure that. If you have a flash cure, then go ahead and just flash cure it. However, if you want to use your big lamp, you can definitely use that too. But the flash cure might go a little bit faster for you, okay? Might go a little bit faster for you, okay? Now, once you have, okay, maybe it didn't. Oh, I don't have enough glue on there. So, haha, just missing. I'm gonna add a little bit more glue. Pop that on there, and then we're going to flash cure this for a few seconds. Now you can put your rose wherever you want on this nail. Like I said, I'm going to have one right here and one right here. Then we're going to blink it out with some gold jewels and some of those little caviar beads. Okay, so that's how I'm going to do mine. Like I said, when you're doing yours, do it however you feel comfortable, doing it or whatever. And then go from there. All right, so we're going to go in with our second coat here. Our second coat here. You're going to take your time. Uh-oh. Oh, Messed up a little bit there, but that's okay. We're gonna clean that off. And that's why, I can't keep, I keep reiterating that these jewels, these little toothpick cleaners are the best because they really help get into the crevices of those small spaces that we might sometimes have to, take off the full doggone color of the design before you can just go in with these little tools and clean it up and keep it moving, child. Like so, okay? And you're just gonna go in, fill this in. You're gonna fill this in like so. Take your time. I'm gonna take off. You see me swatching this a lot because I don't want a whole lot of the gel polish on there. We need just enough. Flip it over. Go over everything that you've done already, okay? YouTube, tag Amazon, Shein, actually tag Amazon, Burano, tag Amazon Noir, Noir. We're gonna clean that one up. And then tag Shein Exaggerate. All right, y'all. Okay, so we got the second coat of everything on there. I'm okay with how it's looking. I just need to clean up a little bit right here. Okay. And then we're going to be set to go. We're going to be good to go. Okay. Okay. What I'm doing is I'm seeing a little residue on there, so I'm just getting it off. So this is our second coat of everything. We're going to go ahead and just pop it. Oh, no. Please don't cure. Please don't cure. Please don't cure. Okay, nothing messed up, y'all. It fell into the nail lamp, so I just had to make sure it didn't cure, like, whatever. All right. So now we're going to go in and just do our bottom lip. Make it nice and red. Nice and red. Like I said, you want to try to just use your liner brush for this part, mainly because for one, it's going to hit those crevices, like I said, but also too, you have less cleanup. But if you want to use your gel brush, use do whatever works for you. I just try to make sure you all know what methods work, better for me. So, you know, just do what works best for you or whatever. Okay. Thank you. Oh, you like my palm tree? Thank you. I did these a while ago. I've been taking them off here and there because I'm finna get ready and do another set. I will do another set live as well. I think I'm gonna try to go for a 3D set. I might do a horse. I've been having this horse 3D nail art in my head for a long time now. So I think I'm gonna try to do a horse on my fingernails when I do my nails. Uh, and then we're gonna bling them out, of course. Now I'm just making sure everything is nice and red and filled in like I need it to be, aka want it to be, um, before I just move on, you know? So, all right, let's go ahead and cure this one. And then what I'm going to do, so I'm going to do one coat of this for now, just so you all can definitely get the feel of what it's going to look like. And then what we're going to do, we're going to bling it out with our caviar beads, and then we're going to finish this nail here. I'm looking for my little cleaner. Oh, I think I'm going to have to use this one. So we're going to clean up everything that shouldn't be there, aka the extra red on the nail. And then we're going to move on. Okay. Okay. All right. So, all right. So here are the teeth in the mouth. Go ahead and fill this top loop in. See it get a little bit more redder. You know, these are the lips of the owl, honey. Maybe it's Maybelline. No. Maybe it's CoverGirl. I don't know. But it's on there, okay? All right. So we're going to go ahead and cure this, okay? And then we'll bling it out. All right, so that one's there. Okay. This one is going to have like two of these little caviar beads right here, right there. So what I'm going to do is take a little glue, take my dotting tool here. I'm actually going to use this one right here. And I'm going to give it some beads. Okay. I'm going to give it like a little look like that. Just something nice and dapper. Or we could just make them long like this. I think I'll make them long like I was going to make them anyway. And so I'm going to cure these. Yeah, I'm going to flash cure these right here. Okay. Next, we're going to go in with our second palm tree. I mean, our palm tree. You got me saying palm tree. Our rose. All right. All righty. Here we go. All right, we got a few more minutes and then we're going to be almost done with the set, okay? Almost done with the set. So let's go ahead and said I was gonna wait for the second coat, but let's go ahead and put it on there. Oh shoot, I'm gonna have to take that off. All right. All right. Okay. All right, so what I just did was just basically go in and fill in the middle with red. Okay. All right, everything looking good. We're gonna go ahead and pop that in the nail lamp. And then we're going to go ahead and add our jewel. Okay. Also, too, when you get done using all of your nail tips, because these used to be stiletto nail tips, recycle your bin and just put your charms in it, okay? Don't throw them away. After you use your press-on nail tips, just go ahead and recycle and, well, there you go. You got it. You got it. Hold on, here we go right here. All right. So I got these off of Shein, so I'm going to grab one of these, another one of these. And we're going to go in with our handy dandy glue. Pick it up, pop it on there, and we're going to let it do what it does. So it should sit in there perfectly. Okay, so something like that. We're going to even go in and add a little bit more spunkiness to it. Okay, not too much, but just enough. Okay, and this is where we're going to go in with these jewels right here. And then we're going to bedazzle. It's time to bedazzle, baby. I'm going to go in with the small ones, though. We're going to go in with the smallest of the smallest. Add one more right there. There. Uh-oh, is it flipped over? Oh, okay, there it is. Add a little caviar. Right there, and then we'll add one more. You can do your jewel placement however you like, okay? This is just how I'm going to be doing mine, okay? So they're going to look something like that, okay? All right. Popping it in the nail lamp. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and bling this one out. So we're gonna put a little bit right here, a little bit right here. Put one jewel right there, one jewel right there. So I'm gonna add one jewel right there, one jewel right here. All right, y'all. I got them how I want them. Sorry if y'all can't really see it. I'm trying to make sure everything is nice and right. Let me cue this right fast. All right. Let me sign back in. Okay. And essentially, this is the look here. Y'all like them? Oh yeah, these are sexy. Let's go ahead and top coat everything first. So we're gonna go in with our McCart top coat. Pretty bad. Thank you so much. Okay, come on back. All right. Just lathering everything up with this top coat. And yes, you want to get the designs nice and right. I mean the jewels as well. And then you just go from there, honestly. I'll blame this out. And then I'll show y'all how we started and how we ended, okay? Like I said, nothing too difficult for you all to do. Nothing, 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 nothing. Nothing at all. All right, so here are the freaking nails. Here we go. All right, so we're gonna pop them in the nail lamp real quick, like. So this is how we started. A whole bunch of bumble jumble. I knew what I was going for, right? Yeah, I don't talk about my writing too much, okay? Just take it easy on me. But then I told you this middle nail, I had something totally different, scribbled it out. So that's how we started with just our brain functioning on 100 miles per hour. Similar to how the horse nails are going to be. I'm going to do some horse nails on my nails next, but and yes, it will be a 3D horse. So but yeah, anywho, so this is how they started out, and then here is how they are looking at the end. So how we started, how we're finished. Y'all liking them? I'm gonna come close so y'all can see everything nice and right and tight. So here are our duck nails for today. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Be sure to like it, be sure to share it. Trust yourself, trust the process. And I'm telling you, baby, you're gonna be all right, okay? Don't give up on you. Just write it down and go from there. Write it down, go from there, okay? You got this, okay? Don't be beating yourself up about nothing. You can do this too. Just take your time and go from there, okay? All right, lovelies. I'm gonna get up out of this thing and keep going. All right. Bye.